What is up, awesome people? And welcome back to Detective Pikachu! In the last episode, we kind of did the whole tutorial part of the game, where we met with our protagonist, Tin Goodman, the guy in the red coat there, quite a stunning little bloke there. And of course, the main protagonist of the story, we're actually assisting him, Detective Pikachu. He is a pretty lovable bloke, I will say that. Alright, so basically what happened in the last episode was an ape arm nicked off with the little girl's necklace. We hunted it down and this is where we are now, so didn't really miss out on too much in the last episode except for like the whole synopsis for the story and all that. If you really want to know what the whole backstory to this whole game is, make sure to go check out episode 1. But in the meantime, we now have to figure out what's happened to the ape arm. And if it still has a necklace, of course, because that's why we're kind of chasing down this ape arm, because it is the suspect in a robbery, a daylight robbery of a little girl's necklace. So, the first things first is we're going to start the case by opening up our case notes and doing the debrief, of course.
This has all happened in a very short amount of time. But fortunately, there have been some traces left behind, which means we'll need to investigate the scene.
Alright, so big hint there is we need to investigate the scene. So every now and again, you'll obviously need to do this investigation. Kind of like a big, as I said, big mechanic for the game is obviously investigating. So it's also kind of hinting to us what to do as well. So what should I do to investigate the scene? So again, we're still kind of in tutorial mode as per se, but it's not going to hold our head as much as that first part of the game. Look for traces of the incident by investigating the scene where it happened. In other words, this place. Okay, I'll have a go at it. Alright, so let's... every time a little eye mark will pop up is where we can actually take a closer look at it or examine closely. So if we press A on that, as you can see, we've now got a closer look up of the ape arm. We can have a see, you know, examine the state of the ape arm, if it's got any marks or wounds on it, you know, for example, like the ketchup on its tail. It could be some wound marks there or something like that. The stuff on its tail is ketchup. It has no significant injuries. Why is it unconscious? Maybe it fell from the tree. I mean, it's a pretty spot-on response there, I guess, because there are some leaves here. They're withered, but they seem like that, like grass that grows around here. So they're grass-like leaves. That's an interesting description for leaves, but then again, I come from Australia where leaves don't really grow that much except from like very hardy plants, so grass-like leaves don't kind of exist here. So what do I know? We also have this type of substance. It's a deep red from the ketchup and berry, which is a tomato berry, a very spicy berry in the Pokemon world. A lot of Pokemon don't like it. And not only that, Pokemon also don't like it because it's a very prickly berry as well. Fun little trivia there for those who didn't quite know. This is a spicy berry, so it doesn't seem like that it would be in holding the berry to eat it. So we're going to collect that as well, just in case. It could be part of the investigation. It could be very vital. We don't know. What about these, you know, newspaper, this trash? It's a beat-up copy of today's morning paper that looks too beaten up to be, like, the morning paper. Then again, I don't really know what time of day it is. It could be, like, in the afternoon. I mean, it could have rained. It could have been trod on a couple of times. It could have been underneath a bicycle. Who knows? I mean, normally we get the morning paper, you know where it goes? Straight in the bin, because normally it's exactly where it is. It's rubbish. I hate reading the morning paper. It's just all advertisements about cars and all that and all other useless stuff. Oh, details on the Ice Down Highway incident. It's tough to read because it's ripped. All that. Alright, so we're going to gather that for evidence for some odd reason. I mean, it is kind of saying that, you know, it's kind of happened in the time span of today, I guess. I mean, I don't know. But then again, you could have a bin that hasn't been emptied for a week and have last week's newspaper, so I don't know how that could be evidence. I don't know. As I said, I'm not a detective. This is why we've got Pikachu to help us. It's a soft drink can. Maybe the ape arm was drinking it. Can you imagine that? It just whips open like a soft drink can and gulls it down. Oh. That's actually kind of cute. I wish I had like footage of that happening. If anything, it seems like trash. How is that trash, but not the newspaper? It's empty. Perhaps it's rolled here from that garbage can over there. Maybe the trash got when it fell over. And again, it's used as evidence. Then again, it kind of just tells us like the ape palms may have been through a rubbish bin, so that could be why it's unconscious. If it has fallen from a tree, it's hit its head on a rubbish bin, and obviously when you knock your head as hard as that, you very well could be unconscious or concussed at the very least. Or a very nasty lump on your head. I mean, I personally know how that feels. It's not very nice. And we can, of course, check the ape arm. It won't wake up at all. Yeah, it's totally conked out. Oh, there's like 2 bits. Oh. We can try and wake it up, or we can examine its body. I didn't actually notice that the last time. It's got a lot of fine scratches. Maybe it was knocked out in a quarrel with someone. Or something. What? Something's under its body. Let's have a look. What about this feather? Great job, Tim. This seems like a clue to the culprit. And those other items, please explain to me why we collected them for evidence? Black feather. Okay, seems like we're pretty much done investigating here. Signs of a quarrel. The lost necklace. Blah. Wow, was that even English? The lost necklace. Seems pretty certain that the ape arm was attacked by someone. Or something. But who? Let's look into that first. Do you remember how to investigate? Write down the details of the incident and things you've come to understand in your notebook. Got it. And we'll start with the unconscious ape arm.
Alright. First issue at hand is who or what could have attacked the ape arm. Whoever did that probably has the necklace, you see? When you investigated the scene, did you happen to find any potential clues to the culprit?
Now, I guess this is why they throw in all those random items, because it's now, I guess if you're like a younger player, it would be there to kind of just throw you off a little bit. But we have trash, the berry, the leaves, and the black feather. Obvious answer is going to be the black feather, because that's obviously the one that they reacted to the most.
So, what about the black feather? This is just a theory. Maybe Apom was climbing the tree and got attacked by the owner of the black feather. Does the feather call to mind a certain characteristic of the culprit?
Then we get asked, is it going to be a Pokemon with feathers or a hard Pokemon? Ooh, that's a pretty hard question. It's a Pokemon with feathers.
Yes, no doubt about it. This feather is from a Pokemon. Here's what we should do. Let's go around the park and we'll search for who this feather belongs to, right? That will be the first step in our investigation. And when you see Pokemon with feathers, be sure to jot them down. Okay, let's get going. Just make sure you keep up.
Okay, so some keen-eyed viewers may already have some theories who the owner of that black feather is. So, memo, who is the owner of the black feather? That is going to go in our case notes. So if we open that up, we can click on it.
Let's look for the owner of that black feather. It should be the one that has the necklace.
Right, so Pikachu does give you a little bit of what he theorizes could be the culprit of the case based on whatever the memo is. So in this case, the person that black feather belongs to is the culprit to this case. They've nicked off with the necklace, they quarreled with the ape arm, it's the reason why the ape arm's unconscious. Ta-da, case closed, should be as simple as that. As I was saying, people who have got their keen eye, just looking at that black feather, might have a bit of an idea as to who the culprit is. So if I was to bring it up, just looking at the feather, you know, do you have any idea or any theories as to who that might belong to? As I said, I already know the answer to this question, of course, but I want you guys to guess. So, you know, leave your theories in the comments and then keep watching at the end, see if you're correct. I want to see how many people are correct. Unless, of course, you've already watched Birth of a New Duo, then, as I said, you've kind of got the idea of who it is. Oh no, I skipped through all of that. Oh. I'm so sorry. Hopefully I can bring that up again. Let's see if I can do that. Let's start by talking to that lady who's cleaning the things over at the crime scene. I had a moment where I double tapped.
The owner of this black feather is the one who attacked that Apom. Now, let's identify which Pokemon it was.
Poor sad me. I double tapped and I missed like what they said. I'll bring it up in the English demo, but it probably wasn't important anyways. Alright, so as I said, every now and again the game will actually give you hints into which way you'll go. Don't get used to it. The game stops doing that actually. Well, I think it does anyways. As I said, I did play through in Japanese and I could only read blodges of it, so it may handhold you the entire way. I'm not really too sure. I'm really hoping it doesn't, because it kind of takes the fun out of the game. Also, when I did the demo version as well, I kind of did the speedrun route because obviously I knew what to do already and I wanted to see if you could actually skip half of the game. Can I just say, going back to reiterate something I mentioned either earlier in this episode or in the last episode, go through and explore everything. It really actually took out a bit of the enjoyment of the game for me. There is so much charm in this game that you should probably go find. Talk to some charming characters in this game. I mean, as I said, few second playthrough, if you're playing on easy to begin with, you're going hard afterwards, by all means, go through and speedrun the game on the second playthrough. But on the first time through, talk to everyone in the game, which is actually what I'm going to do. So I'm not speedrunning this game, actually, this time around. I actually want to go and meet some of the characters and see what they actually say. I'm sure, like, this jolly old fellow, which, as I said when I was playing through the Japanese version, sounded like he was quite rude. He's like, what? I'm kind of busy. And then he kept saying he's busy, busy, busy and kept dodging the questions. Alright. It seems that Apom was in a quarrel at a tree near the fountain. Did you see anything? Haven't seen anything. We done? I'm busy. See, he's quite rude. I was correct. This guy, what's he so busy with? Do you recognize this black feather? Seems pretty absent-minded. What are you up to? I'm looking for something. I seem to have dropped my precious... That's what it was! It was a pen! I've dropped my precious pen. How is it... Okay, this might sound like a stupid question, but how is a pen precious to someone? It's a pen! As I said, it might be just like a... It might be a thing, like how I find trading cards to be so precious and all that. I'm sure there are people out there who find pens precious. Alright, sorry, thank you very much. This guy's also looking for something. The missing pen. I can't believe that is important to the case. I didn't mean to hit that. Oh my god. See what I mean by there's a bit of charm in this game. I know I'm supposed to be going talking to the cleaner of the park, but I kind of want to go and explore the rest of it. This is a map of the park. Right now we're in the fountain area. To the right is the cafe area, to the left is the nature area. Okay, knowing the area is the first step of investigation. I hear ya. Great, if you get lost, consult the map. And no, they don't actually give you something on the bottom of the screen. Alright, I won't actually say anything about that then. Alright, we got some P-Dove here. P-Dove eats, sleeps, and flies away. Oh, what a life. I wouldn't mind that actually. Ugh! The P-Dove! Seems like they flew away because you startled them. I don't know why I made him sound quite aggressive. Sorry about that. That's right, Tim. You let our suspects get away. Pikachu, you're just as guilty as I am of that. Sorry we made them fly away. They're P-Dove, right? What cute Pokemon. Yeah, aren't they? I'm glad to see that you appreciate them. They are P-Dove everywhere. Is this your first time seeing one? Yeah, there weren't any in the town I lived in. Oh, right, you came from far away. Most of the Pokemon in Rhyme City must seem strange to you. Hopefully we can gather the P-Dove again. Somehow. How about you ask this guy? Alright, so maybe he'll give us some type of hint on how to get them back. But first off, let's ask a whole bunch of other questions. It seems that Apom was in a quarrel at a tree by the fountain. Have you seen anything? No, sorry, I didn't notice anything. I've been feeding the P-Dove this whole time? Must have been a very silent quarrel. I mean, if I heard like a, you know, I mean, that's kind of like my interpretation of the quarrel. I mean, wouldn't you be like looking around going, what was that? Instead of, here you go, P-Dove, here, have some whatever P-Dove eats. Alright, what about the black feather? Do you recognise this feather? Sorry I don't. Although the backside of P-Dove looks black. Is that right? Thank you. It seems we'll need to examine the tail of P-Dove somehow. Did you see a necklace? It has a blue decoration on it. No, I haven't seen it. Did you lose it around here? I don't know why I started laughing. Oh, I like how he just assumed it's our necklace. No, it was taken by Apalm in front of the station and we tracked it here. Oh, sounds rough. It's unusual to see Apalm in front of the station. Normally they don't leave the park. They are always in the trees near the pond. Oh, there must be a reason why they appeared in front of the station. Alright, what about the P-Dove? That's mainly what we want to know. What should we do to get the P-Dove together again? Well, if I scatter food for them, I think they'll come to me. The P-Dove are used to me. Food? You can get it from the cafe in this park. The cafe, huh? Thank you. Let's go get that food! Food, food, food. If you want something to come, you use food. If you want Pip Night to come, you use food. Food makes the world go round. Hey, we got the Scraggy and the little boy playing soccer or football, whatever you guys call it. It's soccer here in Australia, so I'm sorry if I said the wrong thing. Scraggy always playing in the park. Scrag! There's a lot of questions asked this poor Scraggy. Do you know anything about a necklace? It has a blue decoration on it. Scrag! What? You don't remember kicking it or seeing it? Okay. Pretty simple-minded answer there. I got a feeling I know what this Scrag is going to be like. What do you think of Apalm? Scrag! Recently there has been fewer pranks, but on the other hand, it has started to do more mean-spirited ones. It's a prankster! Nah, I think we'll do without the prankster meme. But you had your eye on something, someone, and oh sorry, blah, let's try it again. But you had your eye on someone and they may have taken a necklace. But that's helpful. Thanks. Maybe he's not as narrow-minded as I thought. Is that kid your partner? Scrag! Oh, but a ball came flying at Scraggy. Scraggy kicked it and they became friends. Ever since then, Scraggy's been coaching him. Okay. What about the P-Dove? What a P-Dove like? Scrag! You've run into them many times, but they are still aloof, huh? Okay, that's somewhat helpful, I guess. Didn't really get much out of that. What about this kid? Do you need something? A little while ago, it seems that Apalm was in a fight at that tree over there. Know anything about it? A fight? I didn't notice anything like that. I've been practicing my passing with Scraggy here for quite a while. Oh, okay, thanks. Have you ever seen a black feather like this? It's pitch black, huh? I feel like I've seen it somewhere, but I don't know. Typical kids. Have you seen a necklace? It has a blue ornament on it. Well, considering he just said, I think I've seen the pitch black feather before, and he's like, I don't know, I don't think he's gonna be able to give us any hints about the necklace. Nope. Just straight up, nope. Nothing. No elaboration, nothing. Just not even a maybe, just a straight up, nope. Alright, so let's move over to the cafe area. I actually didn't do this in the demo, so this is all going to be new for those who just saw the demo version. Alright, so we've got a Talo here, so I wonder if the feather will match the Talo. Preening is its favourite pastime. Talo. We're looking for a necklace with a blue decoration on it. Have you seen it? Talo! Is that right? Thanks. It says it wouldn't look for stuff on the ground. It sure does put on airs. What about the black feather? Hey, do you think we could take a look at your feathers? Tilo! Tilo! What did it say? It said it doesn't want its pretty feathers to be touched by our dirty, scrubby, Mucky, grimy hands! Get your hands away from me! Seems pretty severe. I guess it won't show us. I didn't realize Taylor was so posh. Here we go, that's something new. Ah, we got Pikachu. Wonder if Pikachu's got something for us. Nope. Pikachu?
Need some help here?
It's not time to be playing in the rubbish. Then again, why would you be in the trubbish? I'm in the rubbish anyways. Phew, you're heavier than I thought. How rude. That was a big help, thank you. Just completely pass off the fact that Tim just called you fat, but, you know, I guess he did save your life. Yes. It seems that Apalm was in a quarrel near the Fountain of Lily. Oh, there was a fight. I don't know about today, but the Apalm have seemed to feel inferior since Mighty Ina started living in the park. They really started to cut loose in areas without Mighty Ina. They play so many pranks, it has led to more and more fights. Do you recognize this black feather? Maybe Taylor. Well, I feel like maybe I've seen one where the pond is, on the opposite side of the park. I'm not too sure. Well, he is an old-timer, so I will give him a pass on that at least. I mean, kid's got better memories, surely. Surely. I mean, as I said, old-time, you gotta give them a bit of a pass. They can't quite remember details. But we got some shaking grass. It's a tepig. It's not something you see every day. Filled with burning energy, I think is what I said. I wasn't actually paying attention, so I could have been incorrect there. Tepig? Oh, sorry, Tepig? I have something to say. Tepig. We're looking for a necklace with a blue decoration on it. Have you seen it? Tepig? No, it's not something you can eat. I guess you haven't seen it. Do you recognize this feather? Tepig! No, don't eat it. Don't even taste it. Phew, we've followed through on the key evidence. It says it feels like it's seen it before, but it's not sure. Seriously, is everyone suffering from amnesia all of a sudden? I didn't realize this was like an epidemic of amnesia or something. Cheapers. How about hiding? What are you doing over here? Tepig! Oh, you were looking for berries. Did you find any? Tepig! You'll give us something you found. Oh, it's a coin. Thanks. Is that it? We don't even get shown the coin. Is that vital information or not? Is like that a vital key item or something? It's not. What was the point? Alright, so we've got some pill over here. What's up? Something you lost? I haven't seen any necklaces in this park except for the one she's wearing. Okay, thank you. Okay, feather maybe? The tailor around here are kind of black, but maybe the tailor feathers are more beautiful. They always preening, so there's a lot of feathers laying around when they are done. Oh, okay, so they lose them when preening. So if so many fell, I'm not sure they'd be all gone. They'd be... Oh, wow, either that was terrible or I just had an absolute episode of dyslexia there, but I swear I didn't actually read that right. It didn't process with my brain very well either. Can I help you? We're looking for a necklace. Have you seen it? A necklace? I have one myself. Is this what you mean? No, this one has a blue decoration on it. Elaborate, Tim! Elaborate! What have I already told you about that? Oh, sorry, I haven't seen it. But do you like my necklace? I swear that was what she was trying to get at. Do you like my necklace? Otherwise she wouldn't have made such a big deal about it. Do you recognize this black feather? Maybe Taylor. They must fly around here. Oh, do you think black feathers are pretty? Taylor, thank you. God, these people seem to love dobbing in the Taylor. Now, to be perfectly honest, I actually didn't find a Taylor feather when I was playing through, but then again, I didn't actually pick up on the fact that you can potentially find a Taylor feather. I mean, it did kind of make sense because there was like an extra slot on a certain bit that we find and it was empty. So I'm not really too sure if we can pick up a Tailo feather or if, you know, one just randomly appears after a while. Oh wait, what's this? This is... Good job, Tim. It may be a Tailo feather. Okay, I'm just very bad at the game, obviously, then if I missed that. Alright, so we found the Tailo feather, so let's bring it up and have a look. Is it a match? Nah, it's got a red stripe on it, so Tailo is no longer a suspect. It's clean, it's good to go. But we do have a person over here, so let's interview them. Welcome, would you like to order something? We can ask about paid-off food, we can ask about the feather, or we can place an order. So, priorities first, let's ask about the black feather. Are there any Pokemon with black feathers in this park? Well, Murkrow is dark black, as is the backside of Pidove, and Tailo feathers are pretty dark too, but Talo's been off the list, so it ain't Tailo. But she did mention Murkrow, haven't seen one of them yet. Pidove we've seen, so we still gotta, you know, interview the Pidove, but Murkrow. Could it be Murkrow, I wonder? Anyways, let's take an order. I mean, we're here, so why don't we? Oh, time for a break? In that case, order a coffee for me. 2. A coffee? A coffee? This Pikachu. It loves coffee! Oh, you drink coffee? Yeah, I don't just drink it. I love it! So order me one up. Oh, okay, 2 coffees, please. Okay, got it. Slurpuff, 2 coffees, please. Slurp. Ah, Slurpuff, the best taste tester. I thought I was going to say best taste ever. I was like, that's a little bit criminal to say that. Oh, nice work. This is the first time I've seen a Pokemon drink coffee. Me too, bud. Like, this is a wee bit strange. A Pikachu loving coffee. Hey, Tim. Delicious things aren't limited to Pokemon or people. Drinking coffee under a blue sky. Isn't it awesome? Of course, I know a better cafe than this one. Roasted! I don't mean the pun either. Roasted! That's how you know your coffee's bad. Or not as good when you get a customer that says that. Oh, I mean, this coffee's good and all, but I know an even better coffee. I know an even better place. Oh, it's gotta sting a little bit if you're like the waitress or the owner of that place. Oh, God. Alright, let's interview the Slurpuff. Oh, God, that was so savage. I'm so glad I read that in English. Didn't, you know, it just... In Japanese, when you don't quite know the context, it's still cute and all. But in English, that was just perfecto. Alright, let's ask the Slurpuff about the necklace. Slurp? No, it just smells normal. I guess you haven't seen it. Okay, thanks. What about the black feather? Hey, do you know whose feathers this is? Slurp. I'm not actually too sure what a Slurpuff's meant to sound like. Oh, you can't tell because my smell is on it? Okay, thanks. Well, that's great. I guess Slurpuff's got an excellent sense of smell, even though it's the taste Pokemon. I don't really know how that works. About the coffee. That coffee was good. Keep up the good work. Slurpuff! About work. Have you had a lot of customers? Pretty busy? Typical question you kind of ask your waitress. I mean, I kind of get that a lot when I used to work at McDonald's, actually. Slurp! Ah, so it's mostly people here. Well, I guess it is a cafe for people, isn't it? And that's it. Let's end the conversation. Now, finally, let's go get our Pidove food, because that is kind of why we're here. Welcome, would you like to order something? Let's ask about the coffee. I think the coffee was delish. Pikachu liked it too, I think. Pikachu did? Never mind, this is a nice... You know, as a waitress and all, you'd think when, you know, you take note of the fact that Tim ordered 2 coffees, it should have clicked that, you know, if you were watching them, of course, that there is only one person and he ordered 2 coffees. I mean, you know, unless you're the type of person who orders 2 coffees, saves you getting up and order a second one, wouldn't it have clicked that it seemed a bit strange that one person was ordering 2 coffees? I don't know. It just baffles me. As I said, I've had previous experience in waitressing and all that for food. Anyways, let's finally get our P-Dove food. So I've heard there's a way to get P-Dove some food. Yeah, we have some portions made from stuff like scraps of bread. You can have some of it if you'd like. Thank you. Alright, some P-Dove food. So just some breadcrumbs and all that. So you just do typical food that you feed some birds, so that's cool. Just be careful how you feed them. You might end up with a beak in the forehead. Won't go into that story. I might save that for like a non-playthrough video.
Hey, Tim. Come on now. You can't hold back. You can always talk to me, you know? Even if I'm not sending my signal.
Just a little thing on that. Feel free to tap on him every now and again because you might get some hilarious reactions. Let's see what he gets this time.
Hey, Tim. What's the deal?
Poink! See what I mean by every now and again Pikachu may react to the environment behind him? I mean, there was a soccer ball there. What does he do? Gives it a good whack.
There are times when cautious effort is needed the most, you know?
Okay, I will admit that one wasn't as good. I mean, you know, it's some wise words of wisdom there, but the soccer ball one, it's just, you know, you can't really beat that. Alright, let's give the P-Dove food to this old gentleman here. So you got some food. Yeah, here it is. Okay, stand back a ways. There we go. George, Huey, McCoy. What type of names are those? Oh, they're back. Ah, so soothing. I can only feel relaxed when I'm playing with P-Dove. They're so cute. George, Huey, McCoy. These guys seem pretty tired. Let's keep quiet for his sake. Hey, P-Dove, did you attack A-Palm or something? just straight with it. Hey, did you do this evil crime or something? Dove? You saw A-Palm, but don't remember if you attacked it or not. Okay, this guy's a bird brain who forgets everything immediately. And you thought goldfish were bad. Dove? Okay then. We'll just take a feather that looks like it's about to come out. So we got a P-Dove feather. Is it a match? I doubt P-Dove's got the intelligence to keep a grudge or attack of just a random A-Palm. Is it a match though? It's not. It does have the black in it, but then it turns into a gradient of white and then a bit more of a silver colour, so P-Dove's not a suspect no more, so Taylor's off the list, P-Dove's off the list. All we've got left now so far that we've had mention of is a Murkrow. But we still have one witness to talk to, so maybe that could change things. You know, someone else might come.
When we found our victim, it was posed like this. So let's think about that. Okay. It's always important to consider every little thing, but you know that.
Just some more wise words of wisdom there from good old Pikachu. It's still unconscious. A-Palm, wake up! Are you okay? Doesn't seem like it's going to wake up. Let's continue our investigation. And I can't believe what I'm reading for the second option. Tickle it with the black feather. That sounds super professional, totally. Try it out, tickle it. See what I mean by the charm of this game? I mean, here you are, you've got this poor unconscious A-Palm. And Tim suggests tickling it with a feather and Pikachu's deeming it as okay. I'm sorry. I find that funny. no signs of waking up. I wonder why. Okay, let's continue on. Alright, so we got the cleaner. She was obviously like the main witness we're meant to talk to. So let's see if we can dish out some more evidence, I guess, or something, or testimony of some sort to help us with this. Apar was just in a quarrel with that tree over there. Has it calmed down? Yeah. Oh good, I was scared, so I didn't want to get too close. Now I can do my job. Well, glad to know you care about the Apalm's well-being. I mean, it's calmed down, sure, but it's unconscious. I mean, it could be severely hurt for all we know. Yeah, it could be dangerous to be in the middle of a fight. So, was Apalm fighting with another Pokemon? Did you see anything? Sorry, I don't know. I kept my distance. What is with the people of this park? Alright, let's ask about the Black Feather. Maybe, just maybe, as a resident cleaner, she might know who that belongs to. We're looking for a Pokemon. Do you know whose feather this is? It seems like it came from a bird Pokemon. No! Duh! That's all I can tell. My mind is blown. I didn't know that. Alright, about bird Pokemon. Maybe she knows that's more than what she's letting us on. Can you tell us about bird Pokemon in the park? There are 4 kinds... Okay, she does know something. Hallelujah! The park is divided into 3 areas, and each area has a different assortment of bird Pokemon living in it. There are 3 areas? Tim, you know this. You saw this on the map. Jesus. There is a fountain area. Go right to find the cafe area. The nature area is on the left. So I'm assuming the game just presumed that you went and spoke to her first before you went to the signpost. Goody. They kind of didn't like make it or program it in a way that if you did check the map first, that kind of changed the dialogue there. So we now know about the bird Pokemon in this park. So there's 4 kinds of bird. We've already met 2. We've met Pidove and Talo. We've had mention of a Murkrow, so that's probably the 3rd Pokemon. But we've got a mysterious 4th Pokemon, so Murkrow isn't entirely out of the clear just yet for, you know, the actual suspect. The 4th mysterious Pokemon could very well be the suspect. So what about the Pokemon in the fountain area? We have Pidove here in the fountain area. They often play around the fountain. No help whatsoever. We've already met them, they're not a suspect. What about the cafe area? What about bird Pokemon in the cafe area? Talo is in the cafe area. I always see them preening their feathers. Again, no help. Already off the suspect list, so that leaves us with the nature area. What about the bird Pokemon in the nature area? That would be Starly and Murkrow. There we go. So now we've got Starly and Murkrow as potential suspects. Can you tell me about each of them? Sure, Starly always forms groups of 3. That Murkrow is self-indulgent, and it seems to fly about, including going outside the park during the daytime. Alright, so we know that the Starly gather in groups of 3. You know, a potential gang of Starly, you know. They could potentially jump a poor innocent Apalm if it gets into, you know, the wrong area of the park, I guess, or the tree, or whatever the, you know, the law is with this park. Who knows? Oh look, speaking of Starly, look who we've got here. We've got our gang of Starly. Look how aggressive looking they are. 3 is definitely a crowd. Starly! What about the Black Feather? Hey, got a sec? Do you recognize this feather? Starly! You don't, huh? Actually, someone attacked Apalm in the fountain area, and this is a clue to the culprit. Starly! Oh, and we don't think you're suspicious? Totally. But, can we have one of your feathers? Starly! Great, thanks. Your understanding has helped us out. So much for that idea. We got a Starly feather, and you guessed it, it's not a match. So, it only leaves the Murkrow on the list now, so looks like we've figured out our suspect, or the culprit in this case. It's a Murkrow, so if you guessed Murkrow, pat yourselves on the back, because that's your prize. I'm sorry, I can't offer too, you know, luscious prizes here on this channel. Murkrow lives around here, right? Starly? we haven't seen it. Do you know where it's gone? Stali! It's gone looking for shiny things. Oh, so it likes sparkly things. It collects them and takes them to its nest, eh? Stali! Where is its nest? Stali! Are you perhaps familiar with Apalm? Stali! Okay, so there is an Apalm in this area as well. Thanks, we'll try asking it. Murkrow's habits. And there was also one other question, and that's about the Apalm. Stali! You've almost got your feathers plucked once. I guess those Apalm have been making lots of trouble here too. I wasn't too far off the mark. I mean, if Apalm did come along and pluck, you know, if I was a bird Pokemon as per se, if I had an Apalm come along and just pluck my feathers, I would want to have a quarrel with that Apalm and, you know, make it a little unconscious for plucking my feathers. You know, if you spend a lifetime growing those feathers, they keep you warm in the cold and, you know, they make you look attractive any other time or not so attractive, whatever the case may be, but, you know, you'd feel a little insecure and quite angry if that happened to you. So I wouldn't blame Nostalgia if that was the case, my original theory, but scrap that, not the case. But we have a Poochyena, a rowdy whippersnapper. Pachi! What's it saying? Don't get in the way when I'm playing, it says. Can we ask it anything? No, we can't ask it anything. And I keep hearing like a banging noise and it is super scaring me at the moment. So I really hope my little Poochyena in real life isn't causing any mischief. So I might do a little jump cut just to make sure nothing is happening with my little whippersnapper of a Poochyena, and I'll be right back. One of the perks of being a puppy mama, you've always got to like be cautious of like the banging noise because, you know, silence is golden unless you've got a dog because they could be out doing absolutely anything. Anyway, speaking of adorable puppy dogs, even though Mightyena is a hybrid puppy and hyena, we've got a Mightyena. Yes, my mascot made it into the game. Sweeto! This game earned like extra bonus points just for that. Look how cute it is. Queen of the Park. Such an awesome title for such an awesome Pokemon. So fitting. Hey, Mightyena, we want to talk with you for a bit. Mighty! Huh? Poochyena is? What is it? Well, even though it's nap time, one Poochyena hasn't come back, so the other one won't sleep and it's causing Mightyena some trouble. See, they're not always aggressive. Mightyena's very caring. It cares for its pups. It's very worried. I mean, if one of your little puppy babies started wandering off and you can't find it, you'd be worried too. I mean, as I said, if my puppy baby suddenly wandered off and I couldn't find it, you can believe me, I'm an absolute mess. I'm trembling, I'm calling out, and then she'll come out of, like, behind me and be like, "Hi, mummy." Point in case, I guess. Pokemon have tough lives too, I guess. If we can find it, we'll tell it to come home, so have a chat with us, please. Got quite a bit of questions here for poor Mightyena. Alright, so do you recognise this feather? Muddy! Hey, we know it's not your fur. Aww. See, it got defensive because I thought, like, they were suspecting Mightyena of the case. No, Mightyena can do no wrong. I wouldn't make it my mascot otherwise. Where would Poochyena have been likely to have gone? What? My English is better than that, I swear. Where would Poochyena have been likely to have gone? I swear that doesn't make sense. Muddy. Oh, it's always playing in the flower beds and shrubbery over there? Ah, okay. If I notice a spot where it's likely would be, I'll pay close attention to it. I swear, sometimes now, like, I'm second guessing myself if I'm actually reading it correctly or if that's how it actually is written. As pointed out before, like, I swear, in my mind, it doesn't make sense. It probably does make sense, and I'm just really dumb because of my dyslexia. Alright, so we got two other questions. Even though we already know Starly's not the, suspect, we're still going to ask a question about it. Their cry is loud, so Poochyena always follows them around. Seems like a brutal relationship. I mean, it's a little pup. What do you expect? Puppies always get, I guess, excited about things that make loud noises. Take my little puppy baby for example. She hears crickets, she'll growl. Here's a little rattle from a leaf. Grr, 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 grr. It's just puppy life. And what about the Murkrow? See if Mighty knows anything about Murkrow. Mighty. You don't encounter it often, but it seems notable. Okay. See, it seems like more and more evidence is pointing towards that Murkrow being, you know, quite a big suspect in this case. What about this dude here? Howdy. Do you know which Pokemon's feather this is? It's pitch black, huh? Maybe it's that one's. It's that one's. Maybe it's that one's. But there are other black colored ones. Please elaborate. I don't know. Thanks. It's like, it's that one's, but it could be that one's. I don't know. Okay, Tell me about Starly. They always form a group of 3 and fly around this area. They land on branches or on top of that table there. Tell me about Murkrow. They live in this area, right? Yeah, but they seem to fly around during the day, but they are often gone. I sometimes see them fighting with Apalm. Ooh, that's a big testimony. So, they already have a bit of a background history with fighting with the Apalm. So, oh, wait, there was an extra thing there about the Apalm. So, let's ask that question. Look, it's up there in that tree over there. It won't come down while Poochyena is there. The Poochyena recently settled in the park, and ever since then, it's been like this. Alright, so remember there was also like a extra little note that mentioned like Mightyena had just moved in, and it was a bit unusual and all that. Alright, so we've got to go find the missing Poochyena cub, because otherwise we can't talk to the Apalm. And we need the Apalm's testimony as well to figure out what's going on with the unconscious Apalm. And would you look at that? It's a flower bed. There's some rustling grass. Could it be another Tepig? Let's have a look. Nope, it's the second Poochyena. There we go. I still like how they called it Rowdy Whippersnappers. Who wrote the tag for Poochyena? Why is it a Rowdy Whippersnapper? Whoa. Whoops. Why is it whoops? You're looking for the Poochyena. Pikachu, that pup. Hi, it's nap time. Mightyena's been looking for you. Porch. I think that's like a thank you. Hopefully it will sleep quietly now. Let's go have a look at the pond. Alright, back to it. Let's have a see what this Apalm has for us. Will it be some useful information? Off goes the Poochyena, but before we do that, let's have a look at this adorable little side. Look at it, they're so cute. This is why Poochyena and Mightyena are like my favourite Pokemon. They're just so cute. I mean, the graphics on the 3DS do not do them justice. I mean, it is a little bit better in this version of the game, but, you know, they're still adorable regardless of what quality they're in. They're adorable. They seem to be sleeping comfortably. Let's let them be. Yeah, good idea. Yeah, that's an extremely good idea, actually. Alright, let's talk to this Apalm. Apa! Now that Poochyena is sleeping, I guess you've been freed up. Apa! Oh, ho, good for you. Alright, we've got quite a lot of questions here for this Apalm, so let's ask away. Your pal took off with a necklace. Know anything about that? Apa? Oh, you've been stuck in that treetop all day, so you don't know about your pal? Such a good pal. What about the fighting with Murkrow? We heard there's been some kind of fight. Did something happen with Murkrow? Hey, pa! Ah, so when you were playing with your pal a little while ago, you advertently, sorry, my bad, climbed the tree that Murkrow lives in. Hey, pa! Murkrow attacked it because it said you were intruding on its territory. Fair play. And since then, the Apalm and Murkrow in the park always fight whenever they see each other, so initially it's a gang war. Murkrow's nest, so we've now figured out there's a nest, so let's ask about what and where is this Murkrow's nest? Or what tree is it in? Hey, pa! The thick tree near the pond, huh? Thanks. Epa? Alright, so now we've got the location of the Murkrow's nest, which, yeah, it actually isn't that far away. And obviously we're going to ask about the feather, of course. Do you recognise this feather? Epa? What? It's Murkrow's? Really? Never would have guessed, considering we've already marked off the other 3 bird Pokemon. Epa! You guys crawl all the time, so there's no mistaking it, huh? Yep, relationship with Murkrow, it's terrible. Alright, so now that we've got definite evidence that it is a Murkrow feather and that Murkrow's quarreled with that ape palm, it's the reason why it's unconscious, let's go investigate its nest, because apparently we need more evidence to, you know, convict this Murkrow.
Murkrow's nest could be up in this tree.
Yeah. And it looks like no one's home. So, if we're going to investigate, I'll take a look. Let me know if it comes back.
Right, gotcha.
Here we go.
So remember when I said if you do fail your quick time events, there are some that actually give you a bit of a pass. This is one of them, so you can't really fail this quick time event. 3 times and you're up.
I made it. No sweat. Now, is there any kind of evidence to be found in here? Oh, here we go. Hey, Tim! Found something!
Uh-oh. Is that... Pikachu! It's Murkrow! Watch out!
Huh? Thanks for the help. Nice catch. I took a bit of a hit there. But now we have the evidence we need.
Alright, so if you failed that quick time event, all that really happens is, because I actually have failed that one, you drop Pikachu. Not a kind of a nice ending there, but you don't really fail anything, you just get a different bit of dialogue instead. Yeah, it's worth it. Let's get right to comparing it with the other feather.
It looks like we were correct. The black feather that we found at the scene definitely came from a Murkrow. Quick, let's do an interrogation.
So yes, the owner of the black feather is indeed a Murkrow, so I guess we should have done a whole Who's That Pokemon segment, but I'm a little bit slow, ain't I? But yeah, it's a Murkrow. Takes a shine to shiny objects.
Alright, I get it. I'm sorry I entered your nest without asking. Anyway, you fought with Apom, right? You didn't, huh? Tim, why don't you show it what we found?
This feather is yours, right?
It was lying next to the Apom that fainted. Alright, so it was you. I'm assuming you had your eye on the necklace. So, what did you do with it, huh? You lost it during the fight. That's a very lame excuse. And now you're saying it was someone else. But it seemed like you and Apom were the only ones that were there. You're saying Burmy were in that tree. Well, guess we'll check that out. Right.
Alright, so it turns out that our suspect kinda lost the necklace and has now shifted the blame to a poor Burmy. Oh, poor Burmy. We are to believe that what Murkrow said, there were Burmy in a tree near the spot where Apom is lying down. We finally get to Murkrow, and now we're right back to where we started. Yep, we're back to ground zero, just back to point A, got nothing. That's not true, we've learnt some new facts. We're steadily approaching the necklace. And with that, let's head back to where the fainted Murkrow was. Sorry, not the fainted Murkrow, the fainted Apom. So according to that interrogation, there should be some Burmy there. So, let's do that. Let's check this tree out. Is this the tree Murkrow was talking about? With Apom lying near it? Seems like there's no one here. It's sure hard to tell just by looking at it. Let's shake it a little. Okay. And with that, Oh, look at that! Some Burmy popped out, so it looks like the Murkrow did tell some truth.
Sorry if we startled you. There was a fight at this tree earlier, and we think a necklace may have fallen nearby. Know anything? Okay. Well, thanks anyway. Wait, don't leave yet. There's some more stuff we'd like to ask.
I think they might be afraid.
Well, they are jabbering about a ball flying around.
A ball?
Just two more questions. What happened after the fight? Did anyone else come around?
They just seem so cute. Burmy really is quite of a cute Pokemon, regardless of being so forgotten. But yeah, turns out that Scraggy and that little boy maybe not so innocent after all. If a ball, they mean soccer ball or football, whatever you people call it. But yeah, they may not be as innocent as I thought. Sorry, but can we ask you a few questions? So we can ask about the ball, we can ask about the fight with the Apom, we can ask about the necklace. So let's ask about the ball. Why were you flustered just now? Going on and on about the ball this and that, the ball that. A black and white ball? That's scary. They're talking so fast that I'm not really following. Alright, so it's not one of those like one questions only, which happens quite a bit in this game actually. So what about the fight with the Apom? Did you notice anything in the fight between Apom and Murkrow? Nothing, her. Even minor details would help us. Oh, one of your buddies got caught up in the fight? So it ran away and hasn't come back home. Missing Burmy. Ah, that actually makes more sense. For those of you who did watch the demo, you kind of would have clicked by now. This was not included in the demo. It kind of cut off by this point. So, when I was playing through Birth of a New Duo as well, I kind of couldn't catch all the details. So, I was kind of wondering why, you know, we'd spoken these Burmy and then... No, I won't say that just yet. Might have actually kind of given away the end there. You said you didn't know anything, but even info on minor things would help. Know anything? Ah, so you remembered there being a fight, but you don't know anything about the necklace. Yeah, so... Me trying to explain something without giving away spoilers is so hard at the moment. Hey Tim, they said one of the Burmy has yet to come back, right? It must have gotten caught up in something. Let's look for it. Sure, but how? Well, according to the Burmy, it must be in some other tree. So maybe we can find it by shaking trees like we just did. Yeah, that's right. We may also get eyewitnesses information. And don't forget about interviewing people. See, yeah, unfortunately, to kind of progress at this point, you need to talk to quite a bit of people. So, yeah, we kind of can't click on case or anything like that until everything has been marked off. So I don't think we can... Oh, we can call it again. Hey, Apom. Yeah, it won't wake up, so we'll leave it be for now. Let's shake some more trees. Oh, whoa! Can you imagine if that fell on my head? We'd be like that Apom, unconscious. Pharisee. Silent observer. Seriously, it's got quite a high-pitched voice. I thought it'd be like, Pharisee. Like, because it's a steel type. But no, it's got a high-pitched voice. Oh, it's Pharisee. It would have been rough if it hit us. It had hit us. Well, I guess this works. Well, let's speak with it. Pharaoh. A necklace went missing near the tree that the Burmy live in. Know anything about it? Pharaoh. Oh, you saw that there was a fight in that tree, but you didn't notice a necklace. We're looking for a missing Burmy. Do you know anything about it? Hey, are you listening? Pharaoh. I see, so it hasn't come this way. Why was it so hesitant, though? That's so weird. Right, so there's nothing in that tree, so we'll talk to the cleaner on the way back. We've got a few trees to investigate in the lake area, I do believe this was called, so... I think this was like the Apom tree? No, the Apom comes out, so I wonder if we can ask it about the Burmy, because obviously lives in the trees and know more about what lives in the trees or if something's gone missing. And plus, you know, eyes in the sky is always a great thing. We're looking for a missing Burmy. Do you know anything about it? Apa? Okay, thanks. So you haven't seen it in this area. So this area seems to be either completely, you know, a no-go for this Burmy, but just in case, we'll ask a few more questions. And just shake a few more trees. I mean, you can't quite just rely on one person, as you've kind of figured out from some of the responses from these people. So, does this dude know anything about the Burmy? A Burmy went missing from a tree in that fountain area. Know anything about that? Oh, there are Burmy in the fountain area? Unfortunately, I've never seen them. See what I mean by you kind of can't trust people? Okay, Mighty Ina's got nothing for us. I mean, you know, I don't blame her. I mean, it's got two lovely little babies to look after. Does Starly know anything about the Burmy? Okay, thanks. So you haven't seen it and you don't eat it. I love how they threw that in. They don't eat it. I mean, it makes sense. In the animal kingdom, you do got birds that eat your bugs, so I guess it seems fitting to throw that in there. Still nice to know. Alright, let's talk to the P-Dove. These bird brains. Let's ask about its name. It seems so random. By the way, are you McCoy? Dove? Okay then, Huey? Or how about George? Dove? No. Okay then, what's your name? Dove? You forgot it? What a ridiculous creature. I guess that old guy just calls you whatever he likes. We're undercover the sad truth. Oh, we've uncovered the sad truth here. Oh, and we've uncovered the truth that KrimZen just can't read. We knew that for a while though, so that's not really uncovering some sad truth. We're looking for a missing Burmy. Do you know anything about it? Which is kind of a silly question considering it doesn't know its own name. Dove! You're asking me who Burmy is? It's going to be a tough to interview this one. Yeah, let's not even bother. What about the cleaner? She's been quite helpful so far, so she might be able to maybe give some information on the Burmy. The Burmy went missing, bloody blah blah. No, sorry, but since you mentioned that it went missing, there is something that's been on my mind. What's that, I wonder? The trash disappeared. The trash came near the tree that Burmy lives in, fell over at some point, but the contents has disappeared. Oops. Is that the same trash we picked up? I mean, there is also the theory that Burmy trash formed, but we might be the cause of that one. What happened? When I checked in the morning, the trash can was full of garbage, but the moment of loose trash after it tipped over was clearly less than it had been earlier. Oh, okay, so the trash we picked up, apparently there was more of it, so okay, wasn't us. We picked up the last little bit of it. Maybe someone tidied it up. The A-Pump was involved in that fight at the time, so I don't think anyone would have gone near it. Empty trash can, so we might be dealing with a trash form Burmy or something like that. Interesting. Oh, I'd hit the same tree again. No, we already know that there's Burmy in that tree. What about this P-Dove? Ah, the same questions. No point. Alright, maybe this dude has something for us about the Burmy. I mean, I know he is super duper busy looking for that precious pen. I know I shouldn't hark on about it. I've said, you know, I shouldn't really make fun of it and all, but, you know, gotta stop you. Everything's gotta stop just for this one pen. It seems that a Burmy went missing from that tree. Do you know anything about that? This guy doesn't seem like he wants to talk at all. I mean, the world's gotta stop still while you're looking for this pen. It must be like 24 karat gold pen or something like that. A Burmy went missing, la da 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 da. No, I was concentrating on the P-Dove. I didn't notice anything. Just these people I like just... Whoa, another Ferroseed. I didn't find this one before. Ah, it's the same questions. I actually did not find that Ferroseed before, so... You know, if you do find a duplicates of the same Pokemon, it seems like you don't need to ask the same questions. Scraggy, can you... Oh, can you give me any information at all about the Burmy that disappeared? Scrag! If it's a runaway, treat it nicely. No, it's nothing like that, so you haven't seen it. Okay, thanks. I mean, this Scraggy could very well be responsible for that Burmy running away. I think it is, actually, when the ball came crashing into that tree. It did spook it, so it's slightly responsible. A Burmy went missing. Have you seen it? A Pokemon about the size of Burmy went running towards the cafe, but somehow it didn't seem like Burmy. Ooh, wonder what it could be then. The Burmy seemed afraid of the ball. Know anything about that by any chance? Oh, actually, yeah, now that you mention it, last night the ball hit one and it broke its claw. Yeah, I may not know about the Burmy after all. Oh, so that, thanks for telling me. Yeah. Slightly irresponsible. I hope you carry that guilt with you for the rest of your life, you little kid. Your actions do have your actions do cause. Bloody hell! I'm seriously just not with it today, am I? I'm just failing real badly. Your actions do have consequences was what I was trying to say, but I failed it. I failed it like how everyone has amnesia. I just fail at life at the moment. I used to see a lot of them in this park, but I usually see them in the fountain area these days. Back in my day, we used to see Burmy every day. Tippig! What does Tippig knows about the Burmy? I mean, I hope it hasn't eaten any. We're looking for a missing Burmy. Do you know anything about it? I see you're so caught up in looking for berries that you haven't seen anything. Alright, thanks for not being any help to us. I wonder if the Talo can give us any type of info about the Burmy. Okay, thanks. It doesn't know whether it was a Burmy, but it saw something pink that it's not used to walking nearby. Oh, something pink. Something very unknown to this park. I wonder what it could be. So, one of these two people know anything about Burmy at all. I'm not sure about Burmy, but I think there's something in the grass over there. Well, that's a Tepig. We already know that. That's no... Oh, dude, you're no use to us. I already know what that is. You, by any chance, any help? I haven't seen what Burmy, but there's a Wormadam in that big tree there. Oh, this woman's on the ball. She knows what's going on. She knows what's in the what's in the know. Oh, you're a lovely lady. Bless you. Alright, Slurpuff, do you know anything about Burmy at all? It says it smells a bit like Burmy around here, but it doesn't know if it's the missing one. I still don't get how that's known as the smelling Pokemon. I would have thought Aromatisse or Swirlix. No, not Swirlix, I'm really derping on my things today. The pre-evolution Aromatisse would have been the smelling Pokemon. Swirlix and Slurpuff would have been the taste Pokemon. Do you know anything about Burmy? It seems that a Burmy went missing from a tree in the fountain area. Do you know anything about that at all? I'm not sure if that's Burmy, but I saw my first trash cloak Burmy today. It's in this park. Oh, where was it? It's in that big tree just over there. Thank you. Alright, so, we've seen a Wormadam, and the missing trash, and that pink thing is actually a trash Burmy.
Hey! We found it. It's Burmy.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
But this one looks a little bit different from the ones we just saw.
Hey, can we talk to you for a second? Oh! Don't get close to Burmy. Why? What in the world are you talking about? Are you its guardians? We're not trying to eat it or anything. We happen to be looking for something and we just want to talk to it. My questions have to be answered by you? I heard of being protective, but yeesh. Oh well.
That's interesting. Alright, so Wormadam is protecting that trash from Burmy, but we never got why it's being protective. Okay, that's interesting. Alright, first things first, let's ask about the necklace. Maybe they know about it. Wuma! He doesn't know anything about any quarrel and hasn't seen a necklace. If it's not at the scene, then it can't be helped. I guess that's fair play. What about the Burmy that went missing though? Did these Wormadam know anything about that Burmy? Brr, Worma. Sure, that's the one with Trash Cloak, but Burmy a Burmy, right? Worma. If you say that they're unrelated, let us talk to it directly. Worma. If there's no proof that it's involved in the incident, you won't let us talk to it. Worma. Damn. We won't get anywhere like this, so let's go, Tim. No, what am I supposed to do now? Oh, Pikachu wants to talk to us. Judging from that reaction, there's definitely something to that Trash Cloak Burmy. If we could just talk to it directly. Yes, so we have to find some proof that will satisfy the Wormadam. Let's gather info about the Burmy. So I wonder how we can do that. How are we supposed to gather information about the Burmy? Do we need to talk to people again? I really hope that's not the case. Alright, round 3. Let's hope we get some type of answers. Oh, I'm glad you asked. I actually wanted to become a Pokemon professor in my younger days. Are you ready? Let me tell you about Burmy. I love how this dude's voice has changed all of a sudden. Okay. Burmy incorporates... I can't do the voice anymore. I'm so sorry, actually. Incorporates things that are around it into its cloaks when it makes one. Depending on the stuff it incorporates into it, the cloak will be one of 3 kinds. Plant, sandy, or trash. Alright, so we've learnt why there are 3 kinds of Burmy, or 3 different colours of Burmy. It's because they actually take in their surroundings, or their environment. So if they swallow some trash, there'll be a trash cloak. If they swallow some dirt or whatnot, they become a sandy cloak, because they take up some leaves and trees and all that, become plants. Can you tell me more about the plant cloak? There's a cloak made from leaves and grass. You can see that form in this park. The sandy cloak, maybe? There's a cloak made from sand and dirt. You see lots of those in places like caves. And the trash cloak? That's a cloak made from trash. You can see a lot of them downtown. Then why is there some in here, I wonder? Oh, we got Pikachu. I guess this means that... What's up? Hey Tim, do you remember that blunt guy around the fountain? Let's ask him what the time he lost his pen. What, all of a sudden? Don't worry about that. To the man by the fountain. Ah, see, I got stumped because I couldn't read that, so I kept going around asking everyone until I finally got to that dude. Alright, the man by the fountain. I'm assuming it means this dude. What, I'm kind of busy here. Do you know anything about Burmy? Nope, I'm pretty busy. We get that. Okay then, what about when did you lose the pen? Huh? What's this now? It was last night. I was flustered when I was taking notes here, and I dropped it at that time. Do you know something about it? No, nothing like that. Thank you very much. Oh.
The missing pen and the busted cloak.
What are you thinking, Pikachu?
Wait, hold on. Bolts of brilliance.
Okay, fill me in. I'm lost.
The missing pen. We will find it in Burmy's cloak.
What's this about? My question is precisely. We've heard that Burmy make their cloaks out of stuff around them. If a pen was lying near the Burmy with the busted cloak, let's go right there and check it out.
Hi. Yes, we're back. I'm sorry, but can we investigate your cloaks?
What did they say, Pikachu?
They said no way they get ticklish.
Watch out!
Oh,
You okay?
Are they hurt?
Sorry.
you should be.
Be more careful, okay?
Okay.
Hey, check it out. Looks like my prediction was right on.
That's great. What about the necklace?
Slow down. I'm getting to that. A genius cannot be rushed.
So I love the fact that the dude has already hit the Burmies once. He goes through and does it for a second time in broad daylight when people are watching. Those poor Burmies should find a new home, I swear. Aww. I feel sorry for them, actually. Even watching it for the second time, I actually do feel really genuinely sorry for them. Just like this pen, there is a high chance that the necklace got incorporated into a Burmese cloak. But it didn't come out just now. Is that one there here? A trash cloak Burmese? But that kid said the cloak was different, so it's unrelated. Yeah, but there's some trick to it. I'll think about its cloak. Why did it become trash cloak form? That's a good question. Why did it become trash cloak?
Alright, another theory. It was a plant cloak Burmese, and it got all caught up in Napalm's fight, which caused its cloak to break. So here's a question for you. What evidence points to that?
Okay. We have some trash. A beat up newspaper. It was found at the crime scene. Looks like trash. It was found at the crime scene. We also have leaves. Something from this park. It was found at the crime scene. A red berry is spicy. It was found at the scene of the crime. And a Murkrow feather. That's definitely got nothing to do with this. Well, there was some leaves. There was some grass. So yeah, remember it's a plant cloak. It goes by plant cloak. Sorry, I had something in my throat then. It goes to plant cloak when it absorbs leaves and grass. So, it's gonna be that.
So that's what you think, huh? Now we need a reason it became a trash cloak Burmese. And did you notice anything strange that happened near the spot where the plant cloak Burmese were?
Did I notice anything strange? One of them ran away after the fight. A soccer ball bumped it and smashed the cloak. The trash can should be full, but the trash is gone. And the final one, the pen, was lost yesterday evening. That's... Forget that dude, he's useless. But no, the trash suddenly went missing. And remember, it went to trash cloak when it absorbs rubbish. Even though it's common downtown, why would some trash suddenly go missing? No one tidied it up. So that should be it. Which it is.
That's it, you're right. Now, let's head to the place with the Wormadam.
Now we're going to try and convince them that that trash Burmese actually has some evidence against it. We can actually now talk to it.
Hey there, you got a sec? Would you mind if we took a look at your cloak? We think the necklace we're looking for must have gotten mixed up in Burmese's cloak. It's not in the cloaks of the other Burmese, which means it can only be in this one. Come on, why are you so overprotective? Will you let us look if we show you some proof of a Burmese cloak changing from plant cloak to trash cloak? That's good. Tim, do you have some proof?
Yeah.
What proof that the cloak changed? We had the newspaper, the empty can, the leaves, and the red berry. Well, I'm assuming it's the leaves.
That's right. This is what happened. The Burmese cloak got caught in the fight between Murkrow and Napalm and broke. These leaves are from that cloak. But that's not all. Listen up. Burmese got flustered, and so it decided to make a new cloak out of nearby trash. Thank you for your understanding. Now, I'll make this quick.
You found it, the necklace.
Yep. Let's go deliver it.
Yeah.
Aw, that was so touching in the end. Oh, wells it ends well.
And that problem is solved.
Aw, such a sweet ending to that, actually. I mean, it didn't mean to steal it, of course. It just picked it up when it was making a new cloak. Aw. I quite like the ending to that story. I mean, obviously through the initial playthrough in Japanese, it's kind of, you know, it just picked it up. It didn't mean to pick it up, but I didn't actually quite see the reason why. But now seeing the fact that, you know, it had to quickly or rapidly make a new cloak to protect itself, because obviously without its cloak it's very vulnerable, being just this little black thing, it honestly makes sense. And it's just picked up the necklace after it got dropped by the ape arm when it got into that quarrel with the Murkrow. Oh, I like that ending. That was sweet in a way, I guess.
You're back. Here.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir. And Miss... Pikachu. Bye now. You're really nice.
It was nothing.
Yeah, because I did all the work.
Pikachu helped a lot too.
He seems like a great partner. And his hat's really cute. Well, I guess I should get going.
Okay.
What are you doing? Invite her out to tea or something.
What are you talking about?
Well, anyway, you're going to the Baker Detective Agency, right?
How did you know that?
You don't get it, do you? I'm your father's, Detective Harry Goodman's partner. Currently, I'm working out of the Baker Detective Agency where we used to consult.
Yeah? My dad's Pikachu. Is that really you?
What do you mean, is that really me?
Sorry. But last time I saw you, you seemed cuter and a bit more docile.
Oh, you say I used to be cute, huh? Unfortunately, I lost my memory.
What? You've got amnesia? But you said you remember my dad.
Well, it's not like I really remember him. I just figured it out from the other conversations. Hey, isn't your appointment at 3? Let's go.
Oh my god! What? You serious? Because I could not translate that, I could missed out on like the biggest mind blown ever!
Here we are. The offices are up on the 2nd floor. When you meet with Baker, you probably shouldn't let him know you can talk to me.
Of course I won't. Nobody would believe it anyway.
Good. You're very smart.
Thank you, fledgling.
I'm back. This is Tim. Ooh, cookies.
Hi, Pikachu. Lunch isn't ready yet.
Good afternoon.
Hello. Can I help you with something?
Yeah.
Amanda, is that Tim?
Yes. You're Mr. Baker, right?
Oh, you must be Harry's son. I'm Amanda. It's nice to meet you.
I'm Tim. Nice to meet you.
I've heard so much about you. It feels like we've already met. And you look just like your dad. Hey, Pikachu! You're eating all of the sweets for the clients again!
What's the problem? I need it more than them. My brain could really use a sugar boost. Hey! My ears again! What are you doing? That hurts! Come on, let me go! You're hurting me!
So, my dad had an accident while he was on a case investigating a Pokemon.
Yes. And only Pikachu was left at the scene. It's been 2 months and, well, we still have no idea where your father is.
But aren't the police investigating? Why hasn't there been any progress so far?
Well, there is an investigation, and a very reliable inspector is on the case.
But even so, we still don't know anything.
Tim, this is just between us. There are some suspicious things going on. They need to be investigated carefully. So please understand this may take a while.
I'm gonna look for him too. That's the reason I came here.
Not a good idea. I understand how you feel, but it's too dangerous for you.
But sir...
Look, when there's any progress, I will let you know. In the meantime, don't do anything dangerous. I mean it. Your father would never forgive me, you know?
I understand.
just thought like they dropped that bombshell at the end of the demo. I didn't realize they had dropped that huge bomb right after the first case. Oh my goodness. Now everything makes so much more sense. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad I did this playthrough again. Wow, okay. People are probably wondering, why is KrimZen going crazy? As I said, if you've watched my playthrough of Birth of a New Duo, you'd kind of realize why I'm so mind blown at the moment, why I'm just so excited to just hear everything about that. I actually had a theory saying that Pikachu may have belonged to Tim's dad, and I kind of left it at that. That, you know, they may have been linked in somehow. But after that, I just confirmed it. So my theory was actually dead on, but I feel really dumb not to have realized they may have brought up Tim's dad a lot sooner, but now everything makes so much more sense now in this game. Okay, that's cool. Anyways, I'm going to leave it there for this episode. It's been quite a long episode, but as I said, kind of expect that now from throughout this playthrough, they will be like really long episodes. I kind of feel doing like short little 10-minute or 20-minute bursts of this game really doesn't do this game justice. You really need to hit every case kind of at one full blow. You can't just stop halfway through it. It kind of just really breaks it up and just, it makes it a really jarring experience. So I'll be doing each case all in one big hit. So prepare yourselves for that. Strap yourselves in. It's gonna be a one hell of a ride, that's for sure. Now that I actually have a better grip on what's going on. As I said, I've already played through a bit of this game once, so I have some idea what's going on. But I will let you guys know when it does get to a point where I'm even completely clueless. But until then, in the next episode, we're going to be continuing on with Detective Pikachu and handling our next case. And hopefully we found out more about what's happened to Tim's dad, Harry Goodman. And hopefully we also uncover more of Pikachu's memories. Because as he said, he's suffering from amnesia, but he does remember some little patches and blotches of memories here and there. So, until then, this is Lady KrimZen saying ciao for now, but not forever. Ciao!